Hello everyone. Welcome on in. I'm Velvet. Thanks for joining me today for a little bit of CAS. I don't do that so often, but every now and then I do like to get in there and do a little bit of CAS. And today we're going to be creating this lady here, and her name is Jane Farmer. So I actually created her for a personal save, and I was just doing, what was I doing? The Never Get Bored challenge. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. Yeah, the Never Get Bored Legacy challenge. I started that. I honestly don't really have a lot of time for personal gameplay. So every now and then I'll start something, and then to be honest, the chances of me going back to it are so slim. Because yeah, I really, really don't have a lot of spare time just to sit there and play Sims. And with my personal side of things, I quite often take any spare game time that I do have and play something else because I don't want to burn out on The Sims, because I absolutely love The Sims. I love playing The Sims, love building, love CAS. But, every now and then I do need a break. And, yeah, so I do go play other things. But no, every now and then I have a little bit of time and I'm in the mood, and then I'll start a new legacy. So this is what the sim was for, the Never Get Bored legacy. And the first generation is basically like quite a lot of sort of simple living, farmer, gardening, having an affair, and bits and pieces like that, from what I remember. So I wanted to give her like little farmer vibes. So I actually did this base game plus cottage living only, which I thought was cool. And it's actually doing a base game plus one kind of thing with CAS is actually a really good way to learn a pack better, because I feel like I really don't know CAS as well as I could or should. So I feel like a lot of the time I just, randomly just throw things together that I like. Not randomly, but, it's thrown together and it's like random packs. So I don't pay so much attention to which packs I'm using. But this time around, I did have to pay like a lot more attention to which pack, because I was only using base game and cottage living. And when you're using base game plus one, you kind of want to focus as much as you can on the plus one, because that's where you get the points of interest, and something a little bit different from just the base game. Although base game, is pretty quality these days. It's improving slowly but surely. There's a lot more in base game than what we've had before, which is really cool. But yeah, still, if you've got the opportunity to use an EP plus your base game, you're going to go as hard on the EP, the expansion pack, as you can. So that's what I did here. And you know what? I think Jane ended up looking super pretty. I did sculpt her face and just like move her face around. Just started with a random sim and then just sculpted her face. And yeah, I was really happy with how she turned out. I thought she was super pretty with her bright green eyes, and she's quite like, quite a pointed face, and it's, a bit of a sharp nature to her. She's a little bit ruthless, I feel, in some sort of aspects, but she's got a cozy element as well with the with the simple living and the cottage living, that sort of thing. And I did run with a green theme on this, so that was kind of my color of choice. I wanted to embrace the green, because she was kind of going into Hemford on Bagley, which is very green, very lush, very paddocky, very rural, and yeah, I wanted her to fit the vibe. So she's got a green theme, and she's got all the clothes and the vibe of a son that would live in Hemford on Bagley. Well, that was my aim anyway. So that touch of farmer in her, because she's going to be out there doing some farming and gardening and bits and pieces like that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you guys to look at the outfits. I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching, and catch you in the next one. Bye bye.